G'day everyone, Greg the Ausminator here, and I just want to start off the video by saying I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And speaking of New Year, welcome to 2024, yes. And it's that time of the year where I make a video talking about what went wrong last year and making promises that this year will be better, and ultimately it ends up being more or less the same. However, I do think I have a solution to that, and that is to not make any promises, but set myself some goals. But first of all, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently. It's actually been insane. I didn't think we would hit 250 subscribers. Literally, the only thing that changed was I started uploading shorts. And whether or not you're here just for the shorts, for the long form content, or both, thank you guys so friggin' much. I really do appreciate every single subscriber. And yeah, it just still blows my mind that we hit 250 last year. So thank you guys again. Here's to 2024. Let's keep that number going up. Now, I just wanted to quickly go over last year because certain things happened last year. Last year just went so fast that I just wanted to before I get into what my goals are for 2024, I just want to go over last year and what the hell happened, basically. Starting off with my plans for the videos that I wanted to make. There were several videos that I had recorded and edited and didn't quite finish. There's one that I started recording at the beginning of the year. I think I got about halfway through editing it and I never finished it, which sucks because I thought it was going to be a good video. I'm going to have to scrap it. I also recorded Choo Choo Charles, which I was hoping to release in October. I haven't even started editing it. Yeah, I still want to upload it because it is a fun video, or at least the recording session was fun and a lot of the footage is really quite good. So I still want to upload it, but I just need to find the time to do it. It is 3 hours worth of footage. It's a lot. I might even have to separate it into different parts. I don't know, but we'll see. There's another video that I recorded in January and started editing it in June, got about halfway through it and then just stopped editing it. That was not my intention. It's still sitting there and I still want to finish it because it's actually been requested by someone. So apologies, it's still taking a while, but that is one of the top videos on my list for this year. So we'll get to that in a minute. I also didn't plan on last year becoming the year of Resident Evil. That was not my intention. The base game took up a lot of time, and then Separate Ways surprisingly took up a lot of time, just not even in terms of recording or releasing it, just in terms of editing, which I'm also not overly happy with. I will get into that more in a minute, but I feel like I could have done more or really cut it down because they were long form videos, because I want to do a chapter per episode, or at least for the base game I did, but I didn't want Resident Evil to become the main content on the channel last year. A big Resident Evil fan here, but even I can admit that was a bit much last year. Not only that, but so much happened last year outside of YouTube. Most of it was kind of work related and just work in general. I'm not going to go into depth here about it, but if I do decide to make a video on it, that'll be a topic for a later date, because a lot happened and that's why I'm a little bit behind with a couple videos. Like my best of 2023 video, this video normally comes out first thing of the year, but like I said, I'm a little bit behind with everything. And there was another video that I wanted to work on from pretty much January and I wanted it to be released before the end of December, but that didn't happen. So that's the first video on my list, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to come out before the end of this month, if not around mid-February-ish. But yeah, it was a lot of stuff that just happened outside of YouTube, and that I kind of kept YouTube separate to everything else, and that was good, but everything else kind of just took over. And because I lost track of time, more than I ever have, that's why videos got unfinished, because I was taking my time with them and then, you know, something else would come out that I want to do, or there would be a plan that I had for a certain part. Like October is always like a really big month for me. So that was, you know, that was the plan, to make a whole bunch of videos then, but I was getting behind on that. So I took my time with this other video that I wanted to really take care with. This is the requested video I'm talking about. And then by the time these other videos came out, I felt like I rushed them. Same with Resident Evil Separate Ways, and near the end of the base game series, I feel like I was rushing it a little bit just to get it out on time. I did say at the beginning of last year, sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic and it's moving the whole desk. I did say at the beginning of last year that I wanted to take more time to do my videos and take breaks when I feel like I had to, like my mental health wasn't being great. But yeah, it wasn't good. I took too much time with certain videos. I rushed other videos. And ultimately that just made me feel a lot less creative, and that sucked. Like when it comes to videos, I like to edit them in a certain way. I like to highly edit my videos, like, you know, add music, add effects, add stuff like that. And it didn't happen last year with any of my videos really, or at least that's what it felt like. And that ultimately resulted in me being unhappy with a lot of my videos. I didn't really notice it until going back through all my videos to do the top, like my best of 2023 videos. Even some of those clips in that video I wasn't particularly happy with, but you know, I'm just like, well, I personally find this clip funny. I think this clip deserves to be in this video, you know, that kind of stuff. So I just wasn't happy with my videos come the end of the year. I just ultimately was not thrilled with them. Let's just say that. I also had plans to do more collabs. I had plans to do a couple collabs with Cozzy, a couple collabs with Nono. There was one video that I wanted to do with that involved both of them, like, you know, that kind of stuff. None of that got done. None of it got made. And going back to me losing track of time, I really didn't talk to many of my friends last year, which sucked. Like time just flew by, and before I knew it, and it didn't feel like a long period of time. Especially in regards to Cozzy, because Cozzy is one, my best friend, and two, he's, you know, local. He's actually like, you know, in the same city as me. I spoke to Cookie a little bit, and I feel really shitty about this one, but No, I rarely ever spoke to. I feel like shit for that because, well, I do consider him a really good friend, and I love playing games with him, talking to him, just talking to him. I don't even have to be playing games or anything like that. We could just be joking around, doing whatever. Missed that last year, and yeah, it sucked. And hell, even when we do make videos, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I missed all of that last year. Yeah, it sucks because, you know, Cozzy, we're always going to be friends because, you know, we can always just, you know, meet up somewhere and hang out. But with Cookie and No, like, I consider them like really good friends, but they're both international. I'm a very bad texter. I'm a very bad messenger, and I hate the fact that I didn't talk to them nearly as much as I would have liked. I do plan on changing that, but again, more on that in a minute. I also just want to quickly tell you guys a funny little story. This goes back to the lost track of time segment, but that seems to be just this whole thing. Like, it didn't feel like Christmas to me. It didn't feel like New Year's to me. In my mind, I'm recording this on the 8th of January. To me, it still feels like 2023. That's just where my mind is at. So that's why I'm a little bit behind on making this video, let alone these other couple videos. But I promised, or yeah, actually no, I did promise. I did promise last year that I would start streaming again. Funny story about that. So if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that my internet sucks. It's great when it works, but when it dies, it stays dead. And that's what happened. Pretty much that's what happened. So my birthday is the 13th of March. My plan was to stream on my birthday. That was going to be my first stream back. I had everything set up, you know, PC ready to go, Streamlabs and everything open over here, lights, camera, action. ready to go. I was just about to press start streaming, literally hand on mouse, moving it to the start stream button, about to click. What happens? My internet dies completely, and it stayed dead for about a month and a half. And I don't mean it stayed dead as in like I had no internet during that time. I meant it stayed dead as in it would come back and then it would drop out. It would come back again, it would drop out, and it would keep doing that several times a day. I've actually spoken about this in the past as well. I would go onto the app for my ISP. I would say, hey, there's a fault. I would get a message from them saying, we can't detect any faults. I actually did a network test through the app, a connection test. It does 4 tests. 2 of the 4 tests failed, and it said there was no issues detected. How does that work? So yeah, it stayed dead for about a month and a half. But during that time, I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna make videos instead. So I spent that month and a half making videos. And then eventually it just became, oh, well, I got this video to make. I got that video to make. I got this video to make. When am I going to start streaming again? I'm not, because I've got this video to make. I got that video to make. And it just became a mess. Last year was just a mess, for lack of a better word. It was just a mess. So I never got around to streaming again, which sucks because I do feel like streaming is something that helped me with my creativity, or at least my improv skills, my yes and abilities. Because even in 2022, I streamed a bit with Cozzy. Like we had this the Soul series like races that we were doing. Like we were trying to race each other to the end of a game, or any of the Soulsborne Hero Ring kind of games, and that was like in 2022, and that was a lot of fun. We still need to finish that, Cozzy. We need to finish it. So that might be the plan moving forward this year. But again, more on that in a minute. But yeah, it just never ended up happening, and yeah, it just sucked. I am blown away with how good several games were. Not happy about the industry, but I'm not going to get into that. There are so many other YouTubers that have gotten into that, but I'm just talking about the good games. They were great. The bad games, they were fucking awful. But yeah, I'm really blown away with how good so many games were last year, and I wanted to stream pretty much all of them. I just never got around to it, which sucks. Hopefully that can change this year. Now, with all that depressing shit out of the way, I want to get into my 2024 goals. First thing on the list, I actually have a list here because I want to keep this somewhat coherent. My first thing on the list is finish my unfinished videos. A couple of the videos that I mentioned that I recorded, one of them I recorded back at the end of 2022. That one's getting deleted, but a couple of these other videos, I'm going to finish them. I've got, obviously, this video is going up first, and then I got this big video that I want to do, and then the very next video after that will be the requested video, which feels like it was requested eons ago. So that's the plan for now. I have technically 2 videos in the pipeline. 3 technically, because if I'm including Choo Choo Charles, and then just whatever comes out, whatever I feel like, whatever I see, and I'm just like, that looks like it could make a fun video, or that would be really cool. You know, it's just anything like that. I also have to do the new Endless Blue version 2.0. So I guess I got a few videos that I got to record. Next on the list is I want to get back to my more stylized videos, my more highly edited videos, and not only that, but also make them shorter. I don't mind longer videos. I don't mind videos that are like 20 plus minutes, but I want to try and keep my videos less than 25 minutes. Obviously, that's not going to happen with Choo Choo Charles and this other big video that I want to work on, but most of my videos I want to keep, you know, with probably a max of like 30 minutes. You know, I don't want them to be any longer than 30 minutes. I want to try and make them shorter. I want my average video to be between 15 to 20 minutes, or hell, even 10 to 20 minutes, anywhere in there. I don't really like want to spend too much time on one video because I find that is what tends to kill my motivation to editing, like for editing the videos. But at the same time, I want to take my time editing these videos to make them something that I'm happy with, something that I would consider my style of editing or my style of video. And I feel like last year, like I said, they were long form videos that I felt like I rushed. Therefore, they kind of felt a bit mid, in my opinion. At least most of them did anyways. But basically, I want to try and be more creative with my videos as a whole. Even with these kinds of videos, not necessarily this one, but there are probably going to be a couple of these videos this year because there's been a whole lot of shit over the last couple years that I kind of want to bring to light. not anything controversial or anything really bad or anything like that. It's just like life stuff that I'm just like, you're not gonna believe this shit, like kind of thing. Like not even like really weird stuff. It's just like things that could probably be like, shed some light on some stuff and just be like, oh, okay, that happened. There are a lot of videos, well, a couple of videos that I have in mind, but they'll have to be for a later date if I decide to do them. The ultimate goal for this year is to put a lot more creative energy into my videos and try not to get bogged down too much with one video in particular. So there's that. Another thing I want to do is exactly like what I promised last year, but this time it's a goal for me. Less series and more one-off videos. Now, that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I always seem to step back on it because there's always that one AAA game or that one game that I want to make a series on and play it all the way through. But then it ends up being like the main source of content on this channel for the whole year. So there are probably going to be some games that I want to make a series on. I'm probably going to do only a couple videos on them and then just leave it. Or if I do make a series on it, I want to try and make it shorter, like make not a shorter series. I mean, a shorter series would be good, but I want to make it like, I want to make them like shorter episodes. Or just something like that. You know, make them good. Make them something I'm happy and proud of. One video I have in mind, actually, hang on. No, if you're watching this, come here, real quick, like, come here. No, look, the Pacify DLC came out last year. I only just found out, like, yesterday. I apologize for that. We got to get on it. Hey, if it's the last DLC for the game, I don't know if it will be, but if it is, we got to get together and we got to make it a banger as usual. How about that? That sound good? All right, you can get back now. You're getting a bit close there. All right, just okay, much better. So there's that. So the Pacify DLC came out last year, and that's I didn't realize until yesterday. So oops. So that's another thing. Nono and I, we like to make the Pacifier games, well, Pacifier DLCs an episode, and it's a lot of fun. And I really want to put a lot of creative energy into that DLC in particular because it's a big one. So yeah, Nono, we got to get on that. But yeah, there's a couple games that are smaller that I would probably want to make a series on, but they're not AAA games. They're not massive games. They're probably just like smaller games, and I reckon that would be good. But yeah, I want to focus more on like one-offs, indie games, co-op games. Lethal Company comes to mind. I just want to focus more on the creative side of editing the videos, as well, obviously, as well as making them. But I also want to make some more content with Cozzy, with Nono. There could also be like, you know, one or two new faces, or I guess voices, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And the last thing is I want to try and make an active effort to get back to streaming, and not just get back to streaming, but make it consistent, like consistently stream as well. Whether it's once a week, twice a week, 7 days a week, that's very unlikely, but even if it's like 1 or 2 days a week, I want to try and make that a reality. I probably won't be streaming for a little bit, but hey, my birthday this year, maybe. I fucking hope so. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over today. That's pretty much everything that I had to say. Apologies for last year, and this year I'm gonna try and stick to my guns this time. Like I said, I'm not making promises. I'm giving myself actual goals. I'm putting them up as goals, not promises that will inevitably be broken. Because I feel like shit every single time I have to go over the previous year. But this year, like I said, I want to make these goals a reality, and we'll just have to see where we go from there. So thank you guys for watching this video all the way through to the end. And once again, to all the new subscribers, thank you guys so friggin' much for subscribing, and not only that, but sticking around as well. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I am still blown away that fact that we got to 250 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. I can't say that enough. And to everyone watching this, thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.